if you're like me, you taped your show earlier tonight, and right now you're at the couch at home with a cocktail made of bourbon and Mucinex. I call it the cold-fashioned. And you just finished watching tonight's Republican debate. Tonight is going to be a hot one because we are just 19 days away from the first official vote at the Iowa caucuses. And winning Iowa, remember, this is crucial for clinching the Republican nomination. Just ask the guy who won Iowa in 2012, President Rick Santorum. Thank you, sir. So, the candidates are stepping up their games. For instance, Jeb, last week, I reported that Jeb had revitalized his campaign with a bold new strategy.
Jeb Bush says that he sees himself as a joyful tortoise. At least that's what he told a teenager on the campaign trail yesterday. The Republican presidential candidate gave the boy a toy turtle and said that he carries them around in his pocket.
Yes, he gives out toy turtles. He tried using real turtles, but they kept crawling out of his pockets and then passing him in the polls. But guess what? Guess what? This might come as a shock. I called it. Last week, I said this guy was due for a comeback, and according to Reuters, he is now in third place nationally. Ain't no stopping us now. Jeb's on the move. He is on a rocket-fueled elevator straight to the third floor. And if my math is right, there are only 2 places above that. That's at least a bronze. Speaking of bronzer, Donald Trump. The latest Iowa polls have Trump just 3 points behind Ted Cruz, who has been leading in Iowa ever since George Pataki dropped out and Cruz picked up all of Pataki's voter. So, Trump now is doing what a cornered Trump does. He went on the attack by exposing a dark secret from Cruz's past.
He was born in Canada.
That's right. Only natural-born citizens can be president, and Cruz was born in Canada. That, of course, is the sound of Canada's national bird, the loon. If you knew that, you are not qualified to be president of the United States. Or maybe you are. Personally, I think the whole thing is horse. But Donald Trump doesn't. Listen to what Trump has been playing at his rallies. Yes, born in the USA. It could be worse. He could be taunting Ted with the Canadian anthem, which I think is that Bare Naked Lady song. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain starts ticking. Our home and native land. But Cruz has his own snappy musical comeback.
Now Ted Cruz is saying Donald Trump, was from somewhere even worse than Canada, New York.
I think he may shift in his new rallies to play in New York, because, Donald comes from New York and he embodies New York values. Wait a second. I don't like what he's insinuating about New York. That Donald Trump comes from here? That's a nasty thing to say. But maybe, But maybe Ted Cruz is just misinterpreting why Trump is constantly questioning his citizenship. As Trump's campaign manager explained, we're trying to help. Yes, he's just trying to help. Today, it's he was born in Canada. Tomorrow, maybe he's inserting him into old episodes of Degrassi Junior High. Besides, this isn't the first time the natural-born citizen issue has come up in an election. In 2008, one candidate's unusual, possibly un-American origins had a lot of people suspicious. John McCain. Senator McCain was born in Panama on a U.S. military base, but that was all cleared up when all his Senate colleagues, including Barack Obama, stepped in and passed a resolution declaring him a natural-born citizen. Now, Cruz isn't particularly popular in Congress. He has been described by members of his own party as a jackass, a wacko bird, the Republican no other Republican can stand. And while the other leading Republican candidates would benefit from Cruz being ineligible, I'm sure his fellow Republican senators will rally around him like they did with John McCain. Right, Mitch McConnell?
I don't think the Senate ought to get in the middle of it.
Yeah, but in 2008, when McCain was...
I just don't think the Senate ought to get into the middle of this.
Well, it looks like Jeb Bush has one more lucky turtle in his pocket.